What's up everybody? Today we're going to be discussing a topic that definitely revolves around you, and by that I mean is why you should be playing Cataclysm World of Warcraft. You might be wondering, what's the hype about Cataclysm WoW? You've heard people discuss it, you've heard people say it's gonna be extremely good, you've heard people say it's gonna be extremely terrible, and I'm going to tell you exactly why it's going to be worth playing and why you should be playing it. To begin with, there is one extremely good thing about it, and that is that we have the introduction of rated Battlegrounds for your PvP player. Rated Battlegrounds are extremely good, they're very fast paced, they give you really nice opportunities for gear, they give you really nice opportunities just to have fun, so you should be definitely trying them out. Now, something that is extremely good about Cataclysm is that you are not going to need any insane gearing so you can actually be a competitive player. For the first season of Cataclysm, the only thing you're going to have to do is basically just farm honor. And you can do that by doing either Battlegrounds, doing Taubarad, which is going to be the new Wintergrass basically, or doing a weekly boss which you basically don't really have to focus on. I mean, you can if you want to. So yeah, that means you're not going to have to do any raiding to be a competitive player. You can just go do some Battlegrounds, have fun, get your conquest points and shred everybody, and personally I find that to be extremely good, especially because I'm more of a PvP player myself. I don't really have anything against PvE. I'm actually going to be doing PvE later on. In the other seasons you're going to have to do some raiding, but at least from the start you should only, or I'm saying that you can only focus on gaining honor and being a competitive player, which is amazing. Another extremely really good thing about Cataclysm is the class balance. I think that Cataclysm is probably one of the most balanced expansions. You can play literally every class and reach the highest ranks with it. If you don't believe me, I have a video where I prove that about the top classes of Cataclysm on my YouTube channel. You can check them out. I review some pro players playing back in the day. I review some private servers that have the current leaderboard and which classes are being successful and so on. So you can check that out. What I think about, what I love about the classes in Cataclysm is that you have some more maybe unconventional classes being meta, which was never a thing before. For example, you have hunters thriving in Cataclysm, and Cataclysm is the first and maybe only expansion I think where a hunter won a world championship. Besides that, you also have fire mages, and who does not love a high critting fire mage? It's extremely fun, and I definitely recommend playing one. Besides that, you have all kinds of other classes being viable, so you cannot go wrong with anything. You can just have fun, enjoy any single class you wanna play, and that's it pretty much. Obviously, there is still only one issue, and that's choosing what race to play. Humans are still gonna be overpowered like Lich King. You're gonna have to choose the human if you wanna be a competitive arena player, because the ratio is just stop! Make sure to subscribe. Way too good, what can I say? From what I heard, another good thing is that compared to TBC and Lich King, if you fall behind when it comes to specific points, you're going to be able to catch up. Are actually going to be able to catch up because there's going to be such a cap on points like in the previous expansion. So if you're like a new player, if you're not starting exactly from the start of season 1, you're still going to be able to catch up. I think that speaking of the Lich King, a lot of people got stuck there when it came out. Even to this day, Lich King is the favorite expansion for a lot of people. And I mean a lot of people, they never really moved past that. And on the other side, you have people who started playing from Mists of Pandaria, the retail players. They started from MOP, then played on the retail and never actually got to try Cataclysm. Cataclysm is like basically a very middle ground expansion where everything changed. Up to Lich King we consider to be classic, even though we have Cataclysm Classic now. And Cataclysm is where everything changed, but I think if you ask most people, they are going to say that the best PvP they've had is in either Cataclysm or Mists of Pandaria. It is definitely not to be looked down upon. And not only that, but raiding is the game is very good too. Dungeons and raids, from what I heard in original Kata, pre-buff they were like extremely hard to, extremely enjoyable to do. I do not know how they're gonna be right now, but I think that they're still gonna be like extremely fun, and I do think a lot of people are hyped up about that. Like I said, I am personally more of a PvE player. I think PvP is going to be really good in Cataclysm. I'm very excited to try some rated Battlegrounds as them being introduced first in this expansion. I'm very excited to do some arenas especially. There's going to be some great comps. I'm going to be playing all kinds of different classes, Death Knights, Mages, Hunters, and of course a Retribution Paladin. Who doesn't love a nice good Retribution Paladin? So to sum things up, like I said, we have rated Battlegrounds. We can only get honor to be a competitive player. Don't have to like do too much content like farming professions like too crazy, even though we got archaeology, I guess. And rating, you can just be competitive with like just simple Battlegrounds. A lot of like class variety, which is gonna be very fun. A lot of great PvE if you wanna do it, and basically tons of fun. So I definitely think that's why Cataclysm is going to be successful, especially for the first season, and that's why I think you should be playing it. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe.